Hello traders, Nick Shaheen looking at Fisker. Okay, so my disclosure on EVs, they are a legitimate contender finally to the internal combustion engine. Whether they are the winners, I don't know, but it seems like everybody else wanted to be, so I won't fight that trend. Personally, I think it should be some sort of a hybrid thing, but for now, the assumption is EV. In fact, all the major manufacturers have committed to getting off of fossil. And so EV has a chance because it's the de facto only one that's in the running now. Toyota has another one going side by side, but we'll see. All right, so Toyota did actually lay down the groundwork for the EV because of the hybrid. Their Prius was a huge door opener for EVs. Nobody wanted to talk anything but ICE for so long. Every car would look funny, and then the Prius came, and then they lost money on the Prius, and everybody else walked through that door. And now hybrid is the thing, and then EVs are the next thing, maybe. Fisker, this is his second effort. Disclosure, I loved the Karma first time around. My gosh, that was a beautiful car at the time. I was like, what is that car? I saw it one time and drove around the neighborhood to find it. I found it. They had two of them. That died. Somebody bought it, I think, but I don't know if they revived it. So the Fisker, this is Mr. Fisker's second time around. And maybe he's learned a few lessons this time. So I do have good news. First of all, great rally off of here, recovery rally. Giving back half of it is normal. So I wouldn't panic that it got down to here. That's the good news. Second piece of good news, this orange line here, I didn't draw. It's automatically drawn from the busiest point. So from the volume profile all the way to the left, these bars are actual volume, not when they happen, but rather at what price. So around 15 bucks is where both sides love it the most. That's where it gets most action. Therefore, it's sticky. Therefore, it's support as long as price is at or above it. If they lose price, if the current price falls below it, then it becomes a big mess and a problem to get back through it. So that's the good news. What's the bad news? It is in danger of triggering a bearish pattern. And I should have lines. I haven't updated in a while. I haven't updated in months, at least 3 or 4 months. So let me see how consistent I was. Okay, so here I thought there would be a rally. It came. I'll delete it. Another rally. It came. I'll delete it. Resistance. Look at that. From back then, it was an important line. I'll just extend it right. And it was an important line here. So I'll delete it. And I'll put another one newer here without the... This is still an important level. They went through it like gangbusters. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, earnings report, something they said that was beautiful. And it turns out it's not beautiful. And then it was horrible. And then it was maybe not. And then see how they're ping-ponging around the mostly traded line. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to delete that one too. And I'm going to delete that one too. And this one is the one we want. Look, it's exactly the same place. It was a hard line here from which they brought this whole thing, and then they sliced through it. They didn't even think about holding it. That was ridiculous. And then they thought, wait a minute, we just missed an important line. Let's go. And then failed at it and then fell. They came here, did it. They sliced through it too fast. This was too fast. This was too fast. They're coming back to test it. Test it. So if markets in general hold up, this one has the opportunity to bounce. So I will put an alert here saying, hey, look, something good is happening. This is a prior failure, but it's also the opportunity on the way up. So what I would do is I would put a line here, like Bob Ross, put a little line over here, and say this is resistance. But if they take it out, it's also the trigger. This is support, but if they take it out, going lower. So if lost. Self-explanatory, right? And I don't know if I need this line, but that's an important level here. I guess I can extend it. Actually, I don't want to. I don't know where that come from. Okay, so it's lower. So it means something. This is better. Okay, we simplified it. In the process of simplifying it, we explained what the price action is like. It's stuck at a busy intersection, meaning the bears will need a reason to get down here. What's the reason? I don't know. Maybe news from itself, maybe not. Maybe news from the whole market, maybe not. Maybe price action, maybe it's the NFP jobs report reaction on Friday. I don't know. But there's a battle going. Hold the line or come down to here, or bounce if you hold the line, and the opportunity to trade back out here. So if somebody says, so how the hell do I trade this thing? Well, ping pong inside the range. What range? Those two red lines we just drew. And or chase the breakout from these lines. So if I don't want to do anything here, I will wait to the breakout down, and I chase it with a short bearish trade, or breakout with a bullish trade, or get long here with an extremely tight stop, like futures trade. Get long with a stop, like right below current price, because if it loses this one, I don't know where the low is. So it either works or I lose a little bit of money. Break out of here. So if I do get long here, I'll trim or lock here. I'm going to assume they're going to fade here too. And I would rebuy above that. So that's the trade, ping pong inside of here. So buy, sell, buy, sell. If you can time it, if you can't, then trade the breaches. Of course, I didn't say anything about somebody that wants to invest in it long term. That's on them. They do homework. They love it or hate it. If they love it, they'll buy it. They hold it. Why are they watching this video? I don't know anything about it. It doesn't have income right now. Therefore, the entire stock price is based on future projection of successes. So this, by definition, it's not an insult. By definition, is a speculative bet. Why? Because there's no P&L right now. So anything that comes good has to come in the future based on their projections. When are they going to start production? When are they going to start deliveries? How much is the prices really going to be? And what's demand like by then? By then, how many other competitors are in the market? Look at Audi making great strides. I know that from what I'm seeing around my neighborhood. I live in Southern California, the land of Tesla, which is basically the EV. And I'm seeing a whole lot of Audi electric vehicles, and they are slick. I'm seeing SUVs. I'm seeing I've seen one or two, maybe three, the little GT, which I love, but a ton of SUVs. So, how quickly can these guys come to market with Ocean? It's a fairly decent looking car, and I think it's going to be reasonable enough in price, unlike the Lucid, which is super expensive. So all these are factors that are unknown. Therefore, the whole proposition is speculative, and it's not an insult. It's a definition of the status of this investment, in my opinion. Because look, there's no financials really to shoot for. Okay, Nick signing out. Oh, if you don't subscribe to this channel, and you can just do that. It's free for now.